If you want to succeed in aviation specifically, you have to accumulate your advantages. Find a way to do the things that other people are not doing, because it's easy just to do the status quo. If you want success, go accumulate some advantages and make it happen.
Most pilots don't understand what career opportunities are available in the world of aviation. They're making career decisions based on advice from friends or posts on internet forums, meaning they are taking huge risks with their livelihood without having all the details. This podcast was created to help you understand the aviation industry so you can find your dream job. Let's get ready for Pushback. Here's your host and my dad, Nick Fialka.
Hey, pilot, welcome to another solo show. I am Nick Fialka. You have found Ready for Pushback. We are here today, just me and you. Hopefully you are on the treadmill, or you're doing some kind of workout, or maybe you're commuting. Who knows what you're doing? Hopefully you're not traveling with the kids in the car, because it's never a good idea. I never know what I'm going to say. I try to bleep everything out, but I don't know. I'm probably not for your kids. All right, so today's show all happened when I was listening to a podcast that I like. It's called War Room to Boardroom, and this little episode that I was listening to actually had a friend of mine that you might recognize from episode 46. His name is Landon Chebin. Landon is an Army 160th helicopter pilot. If you know what the Army 160th is, you are cool. If you do not know, you actually do know. The Army 160th are the SOAR, the Night Stalkers. They are the helicopter pilots from Black Hawk Down. They are the helicopter pilots from the Osama bin Laden raid. They are the helicopter pilots from a lot of things that you'll never hear about. And that is a super cool thing. And Landon is one of those kind of people. And he is also a West Point graduate. He is an airline pilot, and he is a really interesting cat who thinks a lot. He's a big time philosophical kind of guy. And one of the things he said on this show was this. He said, success is defined as the steady accumulation of advantages. And some of you Army guys and gals that are listening probably already have heard this statement. I had never heard this statement. That statement resonated with me so much. And I feel like I stopped what I was doing. I was on my treadmill listening to the podcast, and I stopped the treadmill and I texted Landon and I said, man, what's up with this statement? That is beautiful. And I just couldn't get over it. So I got home from this trip and I immediately sat down at the computer in the podcast studio, and I have to record about it because I love this statement. And this is you. This is you. If you want to succeed in aviation specifically, you have to accumulate your advantages, and you start at the beginning. You start with getting your fixed wing flight time if you're going the fixed wing route. You start by trying to find little advantages, like maybe a scholarship, maybe a couple scholarships. Maybe you are involved with an organization like I constantly am talking about that is always reaching out, like Professional Pilots of Tomorrow, or OBAP, or PAPA, or NGPA, or, all the different organizations, and there are hundreds. Or maybe you are reaching out and learning to fly, and there's some small organization that is going to donate some money, or some flight time, or some instruction, or whatever it is. It's an advantage, and you need to take it, and you need to accumulate it, and you need to go harvest and find how many you can reap, and start building your time and gaining more advantages. Fly another aircraft. That's another advantage. Diversify yourself other than flying. That is one more advantage. Go out there and do things like volunteering. Go out there and be part of your church. Go out there and be part of your society. Be part of your community. Go walk the dogs at the Humane Society, whatever it is. Accumulate your advantages. Go today and find an advantage that you can accumulate. It literally is taking them and putting them aside so that you can cash them in later. And they accumulate small and accumulate slow, but sometimes you can do as many as you can. If you're in the military, go get a skill bridge. If somebody's saying no, find a way to make it yes. If you are in flight school, if you're in college and it's going to take you 4 years, go find those ways to volunteer. Go find those ways to get an internship at one of the major airlines. Find your way around where everybody else is being passive. Accumulate your advantages. Find a way to do the things that other people are not doing, because it's easy just to do the status quo. If you are at a regional right now and you're just trying to build time, find a way to pick up some extra time. Find a way to get some more flying. Find a way to get involved with pilot hiring, with the safety department, with as a line check airman, whatever it is. We're in 2024, y'all. 2023 is behind us, and that was the easy year. 2024 is totally different, and you need to find a way to lean forward. You need to find a way to gain an advantage. As you accumulate these advantages, you will find success. That is it. That is the simplest part of it. If you're in college, you need your good grades. You don't need mediocre grades. You need the good grades, because we're in 2024. You need your flight hours. You need your skills. Can you get another rating? Is there something else out there that diversifies you a little bit? Maybe, maybe not. Go grab it. Go find out what it is. Do you have an opportunity to get a seaplane rating? That might be the thing where all of a sudden things stop and there's only a couple companies that are hiring and they need a seaplane rating. You never know. You never know. Is there another Part 135 operator looking around, sniffing around, looking for a young pilot to come help them out? Go fly with them. If you can log it, if you can go log some flight time, go log some flight time, y'all. Get your ratings, get your certificates, whatever you can do. And how do you collect a lot of advantages? Networking. You hear me every single time you turn on this show. You hear me talking to somebody because I network, because I care to reach out and the people care to reach out to me. And that is so important because it helps our community grow, but it helps towards my success. I'm completely open with all of you about exactly what I do and how I do it. Go listen to my LinkedIn episode. I'm telling you, the networking is a crucial part. Those are many, 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 many advantages that you can accumulate. Dive deeper into the safety world. Find ways to learn about crew resource management, threat and error management, human factors, all of those things that are so important right now when there's aircraft losing doors and people are having to do emergency descents and planes are losing wheels and all sorts of things are going on. Know the safety part of this world inside and out. It's an advantage. Accumulate it, get it, put it in your pocket and go. Be a pro. Know this plane up and down. If you know that plane up and down, left and right, you know everything about it, and you're willing to learn on the things that you don't, you're collecting advantages. If you can think about, you're sitting at home, go watch some videos on YouTube or something about professional pilots, about diverting, about holding, about wind shear, about gusty landings, about crosswind landings, about landing in icy, slippery weather, about FICON codes. Are you going to land on a 333? Are you going to land on a 222? Are you? I don't know. Learn about it. Gain your advantages. Accumulate those advantages so you can have success. I am so thankful that I listened to that show because I just took so much from that. The special operations community is very small, very tight, very well orchestrated. All they do, they're like Nick Saban. They follow a process. If you follow the process, you will succeed. And if you want success, they tell you it's a steady accumulation of advantages. So go accumulate some advantages and make it happen. And next time, I'll see you. It will be an interview episode. I appreciate you listening. And before you hit stop, 2024, I'm trying to spread the word. I want you to spread the word about my show. I want you to hit that star button and give me a review. That is super important for me. And 2024, it's the year I'm pushing hard to just get this show out there bigger and better. So please help share it. Please help be a part of my community. Go out there, get your success by accumulating advantages. Hey, before you jump out of here and go on to the next podcast, can I ask a big favor? Would you mind going over to your app that you're listening to this podcast on and give me a review? Give me a 5-star review if you love it. Give me a 1-star review if it totally sucks. put a comment in there, something that is helpful. It helps me. It helps get the word out there. It helps people find the podcast, and that's super cool. If you don't do that, maybe you could just share the podcast with a friend. Tell a buddy who's trying to figure it out, trying to sort out this pilot dream of theirs and get a little bit further. That is super awesome as well. Last, if you don't do either of those two things, how about this? Find a way today to make yourself 1% better. Do that thing that you've been putting off. Put your foot forward, make movement, get yourself going, get that inertia that you need to succeed in this industry. So that's your choice. Leave a review, tell a friend, or make yourself better. Either way, it's all a good choice. And I'm super stoked you're listening, and I will see you on the next episode. The statements made on this show are my own opinions and do not reflect, nor are they under any direction from my employer.